Write the best content ever and use the dirtiest techniques to sell it.
Most of these 8 and 9 figure corporations are doing outbound cold still to this day.
People go like, doing outbound hurts the brand. Dude, you have no fucking brand.
Even billion-dollar corporations advertise. So who am I to be like, I'm referral and inbound only? Who the fuck am I, right?
Can we talk about templates and about like you need to be cringe sometimes? The one we talked about.
Yeah, I'm big
we
on.
did
I'm
talk
big
about
on.
it.
So like something I did coming up is like I thought I was so fucking edgy and cool that I could be. I can be successful. I could be different though. I could be different. Like I don't want to be like everybody else. Like I thought I had such an ego.
Positioning.
Eventually, when I was like, I'm just gonna play the game. I'm just gonna play the game by the rules, right? It's like you can't play basketball and try to sprint down the court and dunk, right? Like you got to dribble. So like for me, I was like, I'm just gonna play the game eventually.
Can you give the example you gave at the call?
What was the example? I'm sorry. What was it?
It was about like you using an auto DM with a hook with a template and without a template.
Yeah. So I did an
remember?
auto DM, and you guys can look it up. It was in the hook was no cringe hook. I was like, I'm gonna do something different and see it. I'm gonna split test it. I'm like, no cringe hook, just reply and you'll get access to this video, and it totally flopped. And what that showed me was that there are proven templates for like auto DMs that will go viral and that will get you consistent results, 500 to 1,000 likes. Stop trying to be edgy and being like, oh my, like I see this all the time, especially from like the sales bros in this industry who are actually so cringe. But like they're like, oh, like auto DM so cringe, like I grew without stupid giveaways. Like I could go on forever about this. Like people, there's also people who are like, it's all organic. I grew with organic only and no paid. I'm like, did you make more money from it? Like you're gonna get paid the same if you pay for the traffic or get the organic traffic. Like nobody says, like you don't say that. Like at a higher level, nobody cares how you got there. Play the game by the rules. Like I see too many people on Twitter right now, like trying to be edgy and trying to go against the grain. They want to do things differently. Like I don't even care about followers because as long as I'm not cringe, I'm like, bro, like it's not cringe.
Why do you check notifications?
Sorry?
Like, why do you check notifications?
Yeah,
Why do you know how many followers you have?
Yeah.
But like about being cringe and not cringe, but like having the templates. We're not in good terms right now. But this guy David said one of the wisest things I've ever heard about marketing ever. Like he said, write the best content ever on Twitter and use the dirtiest techniques to sell it. And I thought that was a pretty good approach, as in like writing the baitiest thread hooks, right? But like making your thing excellent.
Yes.
If you look at Hormozy's stuff, right? Like his videos, bro. Like, and specifically, I enjoy 2021 Hormozy. Personally, I think those videos are like the best ever.
The more
But,
technical stuff before he went
Exactly.
broad. Yeah, he had to go broad eventually.
And but like his thumbnails are pretty clickbaity. Like if you don't know anything about Alex and you only see the thumbnails from that, it's like, is this just like another like car guru, right? Another Lambo guru? But then, right? It's like they get you really attracted with like the quote unquote like baity techniques, but they show you the best things ever. And I feel like that's a pretty good philosophy. It's counterintuitive, but it's good.
I like that. I feel like we kind of. I like that a lot. I was about to write it down, but I'm just like, I feel like we kind of live by that. Like we go, like for everyone, like we're very cringe with our hooks and with our. It's very baity. Like we are optimizing for engagement at all times, but the caveat is that all of our clients have killer products, right? Killer products. So I'm okay with that, right? Like, and a lot of people. I have a really good friend. I told you about him, right? His name's Don. He's pretty big on YouTube, and he has a course, right? He never plugs it, ever. Never, ever, ever plugs his course. I have to go into. He has a live stream on YouTube where he gets like 2,000 concurrent viewers. Which, if you don't know anything about the business world, that's a fuck ton. That's probably like the most in the industry. I go in there and I'll just like spam the link to his course. I'm like, promote it. Like, you have a moral responsibility to sell your course. If you have a good course, if your course does not suck, because the industry is filled with shitty courses. So if you have a good one and you're not selling it, you're doing more harm by not marketing it they think they're doing harm by marketing. Like, I don't want to force people to buy. I don't want to be cringe. I don't want to be a marketer. But if your product is good for people, then it's inherently good for the world. So you have a moral, ethical responsibility to sell your fucking course.
Oh, 100%. I need to talk about this with you. I need to talk about this. So I really battled with this concept, as in, like, you never have to ask anything to your audience. Like, you can't ask, you have to delay it as much as possible. I really battled with that. And I found an example that really calmed it for me. So the gist of it is, the longer you delay the ask, the bigger the ask can be, right? So, like, if you don't ask anything, then you can ask something huge. And every time you ask, you decrease that goodwill. That's kind of the thing. But then I thought, how did Andrew Tate grow? Like, if you've been following Andrew Tate for like 5 years,
I dissected it, yeah.
Promoting. It was just Hustlers University, join.
Right.
Still one of the biggest brands ever.
I have. Oh yeah, keep going. I'll say it after.
Oh, you're in HU?
I am saying HU is the greatest product in fucking internet course history.
Well, there you go. So it's like
amazing.
Like, selling doesn't hurt your brand. Selling something shitty hurts your brand.
Right. Like, you don't see the billionaires, Elon, Jeff, any of these guys delaying their ask, right? They just built the product as good as possible, and they just focus on product every single day of the week while still doing the marketing. You know what I mean? You can relate that. Like, you never had Elon, I'm building Tesla, but don't buy it. Like, I'm just going to keep creating content about Tesla. Like, he never did that. You know what I mean? Like, same thing with Amazon, same thing with Facebook. Like, straight up, as soon as the minimum viable product was done, out to market. Boom, market. Because they know their product can help people, right? And, like, my thing with Andrew Tate is, like, sure, some of his marketing might be quote-unquote unethical, but that product is fucking killer. 97, I think it's more now, 150. $97 a month, you get access to, like, 50 courses of like, intro level, like 100 and 200 level information that can genuinely make you your first few $1,000s online. Like, if I had that when I was that age at 19, I would have saved so much money, because I was in the military and I would save up money, and I remember splitting a $500 Forex course with my roommate in training, and it was $500 for one course on one subject. We have no idea if we were going to even suited for trading, right? Like, everyone has a different personality type, and let me tell you, not everybody is good for everything. You need your business to align with who you are. And, like, I don't align with, for example, day trading. I spent $500 on that course. If I had spent $150 a month on HU, I would have had 3 months to figure out what was good for me. You know what I mean? Like, HU is sick. Like, sick.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, it's good to know. It's good to know that it's Marcus endorsed.
Yeah.
One time when I was in Miami, and the cool thing about Twitter is you could hang out with people like so ahead of you, which was super cool. So I met up with this guy in Miami. We had dinner, and the guy has sold like 100 mil online. And I've always been struggling with this idea that doing like outbound hurts the brand. And I always had to, like, I don't want to send DMs, right? It's like, maybe one day it's all going to be inbound. And I asked him, because, you know, he runs a pretty big business. Well, do you think outbound hurts the brand? And he just stops at me. He just stops and he looks at me and he goes, bro, do you have any idea how Salesforce grew? I'm like, no, bro. The guys will buy all the taxis at events and the cities that their competition were holding events in. They would buy all the taxi drivers. They would trade them on the Salesforce product. And on the way from the airport to the hotel, these taxi people would promote Salesforce. Fuck your thing. Like, it doesn't hurt the brand. You can just sell your thing if it's good.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that put it at ease for me. I was like, oh, I'm good. It's cool.
This is something I've just recently started to think about. Like, I haven't done cold DM in like 6 months. But I started to realize because I've been taking LinkedIn a bit more serious, most of these 8 and 9 figure corporations are doing outbound, cold outbound still to this day. It's because it's proven, right? It's proven.
Yeah.
So, like, why do we have this ego? And I got this from Twitter. I've been ingrained in Twitter, so, like, I feel like I learned it from Twitter somehow, but it might just be me. I stopped
And
doing
you
cold.
feel like you're above
I'm
sending
above
DMs?
cold, right? Like I'm above
Right.
cold DM. Like I'm all inbound. Like I'm above cold. I'm like, but all of the best, even billion-dollar corporations advertise. Billions and billions. Like the biggest companies in the Fortune 500 advertise. So who am I to be like, I'm referral and inbound only?
Yeah.
Who the fuck am I? Like, who the fuck am I?
People go like, doing outbound hurts the brand. Dude, you have no fucking brand.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
No.